Hey there, listeners. This is Rob. I played Jack. I wanted to let you guys know that we are trying something new this week. We are trying our very first video episode. That's right. Ryan has been working really hard to get us set up so that we can actually stream our games live so that you can enjoy them, possibly on some kind of streaming service. And this was, we're not streaming yet. We're still kind of figuring things out. And so if you see any issues with this video, please forgive us. We are still, working out some of the kinks. But on the plus side, you get to see what all of us look like. You get to see our maps and our battle maps so that you can kind of see what's going on there. And we hope that this is going to be a much more immersive experience for everybody. So thank you very much for listening, for continuing to listen. We ask, especially now that we're adding video, to please share our content with any of your friends that might be interested in tabletop games or in D&D or Pathfinder or any of those things. And thank you specifically for being such awesome listeners. Okay, without any further ado, let's jump right into our first video episode.
Well, I know that we ended last time with thoughts of preparations still to be required and done between sessions here. And I know that there was some additional things that people wanted to quickly go through as well that kind of got left behind or forgotten about or something like this. So what were you going to say first?
Fans, I gave Keth a hefty chunk of gold plus my ring of spell storing because none of us can use it. So
What was in the ring?
2 first level cure wounds.
Smart.
Aw.
He's going to save some friends' lives.
He's gonna save
Give him some band-aids.
Yep. Some band-aids and some money.
If he's anything like his mom, he'll be saving his friends' lives, not his own.
If I could teach him sending, get him a cell phone, I would, but
You know what would have been funny?
He's gonna pay for that himself.
If you told him that it was like it had 2 cure wounds in it, but really you got him like a massive ring of spell storing and like teleportation circle is in there. So he's like, I'm gonna heal you. Boo! He's gone. No longer in the fight.
Yeah, it's like a ring of return and just like teleports you straight to the person who made it.
Right.
oh, that's a good idea.
Winry, I feel like we'd left off with something, and I couldn't remember if you had.
I made something. Had something made.
You did have something made. You were fine with your upgrade in the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I couldn't remember where that ended. But yeah, you had something that you are getting made and wanted to check or follow through with that before the start of this mission as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I will lead into it. You head back to the craftsman that you were getting this made by, and the day before you're scheduled to head out, like during the day before the midnight leaving, so to speak. The item is complete for you, and it is ready to go.
Okay. I think I already paid for it.
Yep.
I will thank the magic man and stick it in my pouch.
Okay. Did you want to follow through on that right now, or were you saving that for a future time?
I'll save it.
Okay, well, I led into that all for nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, can I have the sugar?
I got chastised at night one night because she was like, "Oh, I forgot to do this. You're supposed to remind me."
No, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault.
Yeah.
Well, unless there's anything else that was missing or forgotten about.
So there was a couple days between the ice attack and when we're leaving.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna go to breakfast, and I'm gonna go to my
We love you, so skeleton.
Guess what comment just appeared before this episode was recorded?
I'm gonna go to breakfast and I'm, this is somewhat of a routine, so I'm a little bit on autopilot. I'm walking through. There's rubble. There's places that are blown out. People are still cleaning up in the streets, and I'm gonna go to that special hole in the wall, old Yolk's home, and it's destroyed. And Rev is gonna stop before the carnage, clench his fist, growl, and then go back to whatever preparations he was doing to fight this upcoming battle with a renewed vigor.
In the name of eggs.
I was gonna say, please tell me that at some point you're gonna shout a battle cry of like, for the old Yolk's home.
For the old Yolks!
No, I'll tell you what it's gonna be. Hi, Nini. If he gets the last strike on the final boss, he's gonna be like, "This is for old Yolk's home." He'll be like, "What are you talking about?"
I was so worried you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. It was too much of a lead up. You're like, oh no. He's talking about walking past all these destroyed homes. I know what's coming.
Did it hurt? I think all of you are mad now. You're all mad.
Really just twisting the knife. I really should have done that myself, just to twist the knife in a little bit last session.
Absolutely.
Well, unless there's anything else to happen.
We're all just kind of like floating about
I
it.
will,
There's a lot of bodies and stuff, and you're like, and also the old Yolk's home is in rubble, and we're like,
the next, it'd been like the next morning you go out to meet for breakfast, and without thinking about it.
Our favorite brunch spot.
Winry, what is it now?
we come back together.
Okay.
I will take my cloak off, which has like holes for my ears, and I'll put it in my bag, and then I'll take out a emerald green robe that is covered in colorful patches, and there's little pictures on all of the patches, and you see there's lots of horses and some boats and some ladders. Just nice and colorful and bright.
I was honestly wondering how long it was going to be till Winry got one of these. I knew it was coming.
Right up until she found it in the list.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
The range of
It's
these
amazing.
headphones is the girls' room. It cuts
The
out.
cutoff right there, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, Winry's new cloak full of patches of various items for funsies.
Some might say of useful things.
One last time, unless there's anything else to happen before midnight. Pause again for effect. Not for effect.
Nobody laughed at my joke about the hole in the ground song.
The hole in the ground?
The reading of the where the obelisk is and everything. It's like that song. There was a hole.
The log and
I
the
know the
frog.
song.
in the yeah. But the obelisk is in the center of the valley of this, only accessed by the needle point, and just later, and there's a glass plate, and I wrote it all down.
Keep going. We might laugh once you get to the end of it.
Feel free to make a song of it.
And give you a little,
I don't
map.
get it. I don't get it yet. I think you'd have to sing it for us for.
I have a book over there.
Ooh. I have an actual map.
Right? I thought
Ryan, you
that
almost
I
got
could
me.
share the area map for you. Well, midnight comes, and with midnight begins the operation. When you're ready, The Wayfarer Guildmistress Sheena Larkins casts a teleportation circle, targeting a small sheltered valley about a half mile from the entrance to the Frost Needle's Eye mountain pass. Motioning towards Bryn. What?
And so I don't use any charges. I just have to go through first.
That's correct.
Okay.
And so motioning towards Bryn, saying, you first.
This is scary. Sort of shake it out, hold the torch high for the armies to see, and walk through.
With a mixture of cheers from the back as you raised the torch and shushing from the front to the ones in the back that don't want to give away too much surprise. And then the other people in the front, like the captains at the very beginning being like, it's still a half mile out, guys. You need to chill out. You step through into a desolate, frigid tundra space with no one in sight. Your party members following behind you, and then the army, the collected army, streaming through the portal beyond. You get to watch as 5,000 soldiers pile through this portal and into this little camp area, slowly trying to organize the best that they can as they come through, because this teleportation circle not particularly big, and so people are trying to rush through and then get organized again on the other side. But after the hour that it takes, and for the hour that the teleportation circle remains open, the army is through, forming ranks and giving additional space where needed for the flow of people. Scouts begin to get sent out, quickly getting their bearings, determining that you have arrived on location about a half mile from the mountain pass entrance to the Scourge Valley. The next thing that happens, and kind of while these people are streaming through, on the outskirts of this area, a hero's feast is set up. 12 hours from right now, 24 hours from right now, midnight, is your timeline for Heroes Feast.
Do we need to let Longinus... It was the Longinus, right? Or was it Pilus? No, it was Pilus.
Yeah.
Do we need to let him know that we're here? Or...
I'm also giving Winry Vigilant Blessing because I just thought of it, so I'm interrupting.
Okay.
And this Heroes Feast was made for, the whole camp? Not the whole, just us.
It's for you, yeah.
Okay.
There's only a certain number of people that can partake of it. A couple of high-ranking people also might take part, but that'd be it.
To say, we just sit there at the table eating, surrounded by like an entire army just watching us. Like,
all 5,000 are just watching us. A little bit of slobber down the side of their mouths.
I'm sure there was like a command tent set up, and we're all in the command tent with. What's the name of the general again?
Xavius. Well, looking at the map here as you guys are eating, he kind of briefly goes over the plan once more for you. The general plan here, is to have the heroes fly over the mountain wall with fly spell to attack the eye directly, while more conventional forces assault through the needle to keep the forces there from flanking you. The hope is to draw the Regessian garrison out from the main fortress into the valley's center as much as possible. There will be a telepathic bond spell that goes out. It will link up to 3 of you guys with Xavius and Simeon. It's unsure how well it will work because of the warding, but we'll see how that ends up. But that's the plan, at least, to try to stay in communications, but not rely on it too much.
I'm making a clean sheet of paper with all of our buffs, everything that we have.
Justin, are you able to change the sequin map to this Scourge Valley map, or no?
I don't know that I have one that just has this, unfortunately.
That was a really good reaction.
It's all good.
Yeah, I don't have one that just has that. It's kind of embedded in the corner of a different map.
Maybe change the change it to the world map if you don't mind.
Sure. Boop. Boop.
With more sound effects, though.
Boop. So the fortress, for what you guys, if you guys care that much, is, I'm gonna get a little rectangle we'll do of red. The fortress is roughly, I'm gonna actually open the GM map so I can get this actually right. Yeah, that's what I thought. The fortress is right up there, roughly.
Wow.
Okay.
That's wild.
For you guys that are curious how far away you're going, it is basically as far away as you can get from Sequin and still be on this map. But yeah, stage 1, fly cast on you guys. The resistance army marches towards the needle, begins an assault there, trying to draw out as much of the garrison as they can while you guys fly over the side through the mountains and try to assault the eye directly. Stage 2, you guys defeat the eye, the defenders at the eye there. And once you've blinded that, you're able to evade the oncoming forces to the best of your ability to get to the fortress from there. The idea being that you can avoid the main bulk of the defenders at the fortress that are coming to reinforce after you've blinded the eye so that you're not being watched anymore.
So is that eye? The eye is literally the ice sheet?
It's the scrying sheet, yes. That's why it's called the eye.
Did you roll the 2d10 for our hero's feast, Justin?
No, I did not. I can't.
Roll good.
Survey says 12. Slightly better than average.
And that
That's,
changes our
max.
Max.
Everybody's maxed. 12.
So yeah, stage 2, pilots in the airship gather guidance to make sure you guys stay out of sight of the Regessians as much as possible. He's going to try to stay in communication with you, if possible there. And for that part, Xavius will hold up that little black mask that came in before and say, this is really the only way to stay in contact with him. One of you should carry this if you wish to evade these patrols. And not
take
run
it.
smack into the army.
I'll add Pylus's mask to the bag of holding.
We should also pick which 3 of us are going to try the telepathic bond with Simeon and Xavius.
Yep.
I'll do it.
So maybe Jack, Myetharia,
Yes,
and me?
Good.
That sound good?
Sounds good.
I don't want to assume.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm already connected to Jack,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's
so if
true.
he hears anything, he can tell me.
Go back to bed, Nini.
Do you want your water, honey? Sorry. We can mute.
You're fine. Xavius hopes to be able to capture some parts of the defenses in the Needle so that they can kind of hole up and defend for as long as possible to keep the Regessians occupied. But during this part of the mission, he is mostly there to be as much of a distraction as possible and to eat up as much time and resources away from you guys as he can. Stage 3 is after you guys enter the fortress. You guys get there, you find a way in, you find the Koran obelisk, and you destroy it, as well as anyone who looks like they might know how to repair it. If possible, Xavius hopes that you guys might be able to use the obelisk at least once to try to nuke the Regessians that are here in defense in order to free up the resistance to leave.
I'm glad you said
knows
that.
It's not necessarily possible to do. It might not be easy to do, but that's a long shot hope. At the end, once it's all done, the resistance forces will do their best to hold as much of the pass as they can. you guys get your way back out of there so that you can create a new teleportation circle for everybody to leave. At that point, you'll all withdraw through the portal and back to Sequin.
Oh, okay. So help me remember then. I can teleport us out of the fortress to the resistance camp so that we can.
Oh, so we can get moving quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not be able to. It depends on how
On
the
the-
warding works there, because there's no way to teleport into this valley. There may not be a way to teleport out of it either. You might need to get
But it's
out
also
the
the
hard
torch,
way.
So
You might need to get out the hard way before you create a new circle. And that's why
More like
they
anti-magic.
teleported to a half mile away from this area.
Oof.
It is not important to the mission to kill all of the Regessians here.
But
Justin's like, please don't.
No, it can happen, but it is not requisite. If you find a way to do it, spectacular. If you don't, that's fine. The real mission is to destroy the obelisk. The last thing, they know that the prison is located directly below the fortress. So if you have time, it might be worthwhile and meaningful to the resistance to rescue as many prisoners out of that as possible. All of these will be strong magic users and would be invaluable as pieces in the coming days. That's the plan in a 7-8 minute recap or whatever that was. Are there any questions before you get started?
You repeat it because my 3-year-old was talking to me.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck. Sorry, that's not his voice, but wishes
Try
you
again.
luck. Nah, he wishes you luck. Says, we'll see you on the other side. Hopefully as many of us survive as possible.
Yeah. Hold the line. We'll see you on the other side.
And with that, he orders a march from the assembled soldiers, and they begin the half-mile trek from the teleportation circle here, or location here, down to the needle. As they leave, a handful of mages from the school, the Lyceum, walk forward and cast Fly on each of you. So you have 1 hour of Fly here to get in over the mountains. They know that you will be seen doing this, so expect some resistance, but if you're fast enough and direct enough, hopefully you can get that done before there's any reinforcements.
Like we're gonna get shot at?
Not by going through the mountains, but you might get shot at by the time that you're getting close to the eye, yes.
Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. Do, 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 do.
What are you gonna do?
Is the eye like a? Is it like a fortress itself? Is it just the sheet? Is it?
The best way that they can figure out, it's almost like a cave. Or like a covered ice sheet, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I just.
Oh,
was
we're
curious.
gonna
Flame strike.
flame
from
strike
above. I could flame strike the people that are on top of it from above.
Mm.
Be major.
All right, let's do this.
Let's go.
In the distance, you start to hear the horns of battle begin to rise as you float through the mountain passes. You can hear the sounds of battle and of fighting in the distance, of spells, large spells being launched back and forth. This is not the best music for that, but it is what it is.
Like
Very
Dread.
tense.
Transition. And you start hearing these explosions, these booms, these thunderous noises shaking the entire area as these large spells are cast back and forth. Your side of things, though, is skirting this as much as possible, staying at a distance, barely able to see any of these lights even flashing in the horizon as you make your way across. The flight in towards the eye goes as hoped, but as you start to draw near, you start to draw attention. As you see the main road that leads from the needle. That was great timing, wasn't it?
It sure
as you
was.
lead the path, the main road that leads from the needle to the Scourge Fortress, passing through the snowy hills around, crosses over what appears to be an ancient frozen lake. There's a small stone barracks on the west side of what appears to be a tunnel entrance that heads downwards. And on the outside, you can make out, as you begin to float into the area, a handful of Regessian soldiers, including an Inquisitor who is riding on a mammoth.
That's pretty cool.
And here, I'm going to drag us over. I'm going to go to this other layer. And we're going to just make everybody visible.
Oh, different layers, Myetharia. Get your
This
climbing
is
boots on.
a
Story
big
of a
map.
girl. Sorry.
Fair warning.
Oh,
It is
no.
a big area map because they see you coming from a long ways away. It isn't exactly the most secretive thing in the world. They're well aware of your incoming. And it is here where we are just going to jump right in if you have no qualms. And we're just going to roll some initiative.
Oh, geez, I didn't get my dice ready. I got everything else ready.
Are we,
But the,
are we still
Winry, you
flying
have
or
advantage.
are we on the ground?
You are still flying if you would like to be.
Josh scared me. I was like, what's behind you?
There's a man back there.
Oh, it's a plant. That plant freaked me out, too.
So then maybe I did misunderstand. It's our job to get in, disable the eye.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
that's your first job.
We gotta do everything.
Other than fight the army.
And die, yeah.
Yeah, don't die.
There's a lot of people who are fighting and dying for you guys here to give you an
I know.
opportunity.
21 for me.
I'm still picking my dice.
19. Bring this off good. Starting this off with a roll over 10.
Hey, that's solid.
Pretty exciting.
That's all right. I rolled a
Yeah.
1 for my very first one, so
Ooh.
success there for you guys.
All right, 15. Not bad. 15, honey.
15 for Bryn.
Henry, you have
Not at the top of the initiative. For once.
Wow, you guys rolled great.
Did
Excellent.
Rev get double digits?
I did.
Woohoo!
17.
You're
I
next
get to
up
see
for-
Revs get entered, but everybody
yeah,
else
sorry,
is
I
looking
didn't do it
great.
automatically.
Nice.
Y'all, you need to remind me to do Vigilant Blessing at the end of every encounter.
So, fly, we have fly speed of 30, 60.
You're gonna make me check. I think
I
it's
can look if
60.
you want.
Is it
I think it's 60 also.
Yes, it is
Okay,
60
as long-
feet.
nice?
So, everyone
You
remember
have
that
a-
you can,
Yeah. Sorry.
since we have a fly speed, you can use your movement to fly and then use your action to fly again to, dash. Unless Justin says otherwise.
Nope, that's totally fine. This will be about the only encounter that you have fly in, though, because it only lasts for about 10 minutes, and that is about to end. So you'll get it through this encounter, and then it's going to fade.
What is
So you
the
know.
fly speed? 60.
60, yes. Sorry, that we were just talking about that.
Where's the measures?
You're good. I was a little distracted by food.
Yum, food. Yes.
So all the land here is snowy and rocky, as you see here. If you're walking for some reason, just so you know, any walking area in the snow will count as difficult terrain because it is lots of snow.
Vic, what are you
Oh
doing?
boy.
Seeing how far.
Unless
You're
you got some
fresh
winter boots on.
Just white.
That is possible. And then yes, this here, that cave there, is what appears to be the eye that you guys were searching for or heading towards to head down into. And so Winry, being the fastest, of course, as is your norm.
I'm gonna use feet. I'm not going to fly. I'm going to run on all 4 paws.
Okay.
And use feline agility to double my movement, so 110.
That's a lot of movement.
I haven't counted.
I mean, here.
15.
It's right
I
on
mean,
the edge of
it's-
Justin saying go where you want.
Right. It's like 85 feet here.
Oh boy.
That's halfway.
My laptop
Oh, sorry.
is not
It's like
liking this
100.
map.
It's like 100 here.
So I won't make it. I could use a bonus action to dash.
Are you going? Where are you going for the mammoth? Or are you going up the hill?
This one on the trail.
So can I clarify really quick? I assume that we didn't just like clear a pass and then this was just here, right? We could kind of see it off in the distance.
Yes.
Do we have like a minute or two to talk before we got here?
Sure. I'm totally fine if you
Okay.
guys wanted to game plan on the way, like as you're flying towards it. Absolutely.
So it seems to me like the best move here is we all just beeline it for the eye, try to get in there and disable it, and then fly back out. Try to avoid the
Possibly.
fight altogether.
Or at least leave it for second.
Or two of us go in to destroy it while we distract everybody else. Like
Right.
Winry and like me in case we need like magical things, or Winry and you. Like magical things to destroy the eye.
We all need to either beeline it for that little cave and get into the cave, or fight. Can't.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah, I don't
agree.
like.
We can't split up.
The beeline idea is interesting. We can certainly try it, although I have a feeling that the
We might just get stuck in there.
Inquisitor is going to have a trick up his sleeve here. But that being said, I don't think it's a terrible idea if you want, since we have fly and we can move that much faster than these guys. We just zip on by them. That's not the worst idea.
I mean, we're trying to go fast, and the faster we get done with this, the less resources we have to spend on this fight. So I think it's worth
The
it to
fly
try
is
to
only
get to
gonna
the
last-
cave as quick as possible.
Yeah.
One
I think it's
round.
actually, I think it's a pretty good idea. Because we can
One
move
round,
120 feet.
No.
100?
Fly
No.
lasts for this whole fight unless it gets disabled.
Yeah, it'll roughly the whole fight. So I'll give you a timeline. I'll give you, we'll say 8 rounds. I'll put a round counter on.
At 120 feet, if we dash, like, we're zipping in there. I think we can make it.
Yeah.
I think we can, barring any kind of shenanigans from the Inquisitor. So
Okay. So once
Is
that
everyone-
round counter at the bottom reaches 8, it will expire on everyone. Does that make
Is
sense?
everyone
It's
good
going
with
to start
this
at
plan
0.
to
It would take
beeline
us 2 rounds for us to all get in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So you're saying I shouldn't start fighting?
Well, unless the other option is we could just go 60 and kind of go over here, and then on our next round we do the 120 into the cave. Because otherwise, we do 120, we land right here, right like amongst all the bad guys.
For what
But
it's
if
worth,
instead
also.
we go like,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Finish your thought.
If we go here, this turn, let them have their turn, and then the next turn we dash and beeline it into the cave, we may avoid some damage.
you can also, I think, use like you can still use defend, right? Even though we're flying, you can use
Dodge.
Oh, like
dodge action. So
But it yeah.
fly
a
60,
great idea.
dodge, and then let's dash in.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
idea.
I'm
I
gonna
like
jump-
this idea. Let's give this a shot,
Sounds weird.
I do too.
and then when it
Let's
all
Peter
goes,
Pan the shit out of this.
and when it all goes to pot, we can adjust
Reassess.
from there.
Could yell at me about my idea.
No, I
Yeah,
like
we will definitely blame Rob for how poorly this goes.
It's totally fair.
Just kidding. I actually think it's a great idea. Let's do it.
Woo!
Just for your reference, while you're planning, so to speak, the front 3 here have short bows and battle axes on their back. The other ones, the ones in the back and on the sides here, kind of, all have longbows in their hands. So
Cool.
just wanted to let you know what you were looking at in terms of people.
Oh, the map keeps going white for me. Oh gosh.
There's a lot of white on the map.
Yeah, it's very
Well,
white.
I mean,
Whiter?
just completely just white. The entire square of the map is white. I've refreshed it like 2 times and it's been fine, but then after like 2 minutes, it just goes white again.
Huh.
Laptop's just throwing a fit at how big the map is. That's all.
Yeah, it might be too big. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Thinking of trying getting it up on my phone. Maybe a better idea.
I'll take the dodge action.
What
Okay,
about-
so you fly ahead instead of using feline agility, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that 60 feet from where you started? Probably. No, you went 75, ma'am.
Oops.
Ma'am.
Okay, so you fly 60 feet ahead, kind of hovering a little ways off the ground, and then taking the dodge action, looking to make it difficult to get hit with some of these arrow shots that might be coming your way. Jack.
I'm doing the same. Right next to Winry.
Myetharia.
I'm gonna do the same, but I can't move myself right now because I can't see anything.
Just
sure.
movie.
I got you.
Thank you. Get it. See
Winry
if I can-
moved 1 square too far still, apparently. There you go.
Gosh dang it, Winry.
At this point,
Brace for
the
impact.
further back archers begin to attempt to shoot at people as best they can. These are the main archers who are shooting here, and they see weaker targets first, and therefore they're shooting the bard as much as possible as he's flying in. So all these with disadvantage.
I'm sure that it's assumed, but as we flew over, I definitely summoned Parallax.
Sure. All these with disadvantage because of the dodge action, but the first one, a natural 1. Second
All
one,
right.
14 to hit,
Miss.
and third shot, 13. So perfect. First person does not hit. Second 3 shots come raining in. 18 to hit.
Against me still?
Yep. That was only the first person with 3 bow shots.
That's I just realized that. That's rough, buddy. That's a lot of shots.
As that one comes in, I'll cast Shield.
Okay.
So that makes it miss.
Perfect. Second shot
Bring up
from the
Parallax
second
and the
guy.
Arcane Shield kind of appears.
That's a fail. What's your DC then? Or your armor class?
21.
Okay. That's a 23 with the third shot with the second guy. Oh, min damage though, 6 points.
Ouchie.
Third person, 19, that's a miss. Less. Fourth guy, miss. That's a 21 exactly to hit.
Yep.
Wow, min damage also, 6. And the last shot from these guys is also a miss, a 12. Dodge action
I love
coming
how-
in clutch to begin with, but there's a hail of arrows flying towards Jack.
The 3 of us fly up. It's like, Myetharia's ready, Winry's ready, I'm ready to cast spells. It's just like...
Arrows
none of them
flying
connect.
at you.
2 of them connect.
A number of them you were going to get out of the way of anyway, but then a whole swath of them hit this arcane barrier that you throw up in defense at the last second as well.
Awesome.
Excellent work. Rev, it's you up next.
I will do the same thing. Let me just move me where I need to go here. There we go.
That's what I was just about to do, somebody, whoever did that.
All right, dodge action. I'm good.
Perfect. Bryn.
Same thing. Water for water. I guess you can.
Excellent.
Feels
The
bad.
other guys will also launch a kind of bevy of arrows. These ones a little bit less.
Could I potentially? I could bonus action dash.
You could, yes.
You could,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna get a
Try
little bit
yourself.
closer, like right here.
Okay. Well, these
Now-
three
the
then.
Inquisitor blast us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of them see threat in the faster moving target first. So 2 of them will kind of latch onto you, try to shoot in your direction. They look a little bit less competent with their bows though than the other guys do. Oh well, I might have spoken a little bit too soon. That's a 17 to hit.
That
You
hits.
still did disadvantage?
That is
for
through the
dodge?
disadvantage.
Okay.
Deals 7 points of damage with the first shot. Second shot from him is wild. The other guy, first shot, nope, 9. And also 9. Lots of 6s.
Nice. You said it was 7. How much damage? 7.
Yes, 7 points from the one that hit.
Great.
The last one, not really seeing Rev as closely as the closer ones are. Just gonna shoot at the closest target at this point. They're a little less apt with their bows. So these will be at Myetharia.
Okay.
Myetharia, that is not gonna hit 11. And a 1 and a 2 on the 2 die with disadvantage. A real solid roll. So lots of arrows flying in your direction, very few of them making contact. But the last thing that these 3 do, realizing how fast you're coming at them and with fly, they immediately swap their bows out for their battle axes and ready themselves for your imminent arrival instead. It is the mammoth's turn next. And one thing that you might not have noticed because it was standing on the ground before, but suddenly the mammoth begins to fly. And it launches up off the ground and begins to head in an intercepting direction for you guys as best as possible. Just heading in your direction as it flies at you.
Yep.
And the Inquisitor will say, "Not just you who can do it." And then he will reach up with his hand and thrust it towards the sky as a storm of flames appears above the bulk group of you guys and drops downwards at you.
Wow.
Sorry, I should have saved a counter spell. My bad.
So this particular one will require Myetharia, Winry, Jack, and Bryn to please make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
I don't know why I look it up. I know it's 0.
I think mine's 0 also.
30.
Well, that's definitely a save.
18.
18 is a save also. Half damage.
Yes.
15?
15 is a failure.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
surprised?
I was so close.
Myetharia, was that a 15 from you too? I think I heard.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, so
Okay,
full
we got
damage.
these guys. Okay.
Right. So for you guys, no one has resistance to fire or radiant, do they?
Nope.
Jack, do you?
I'm a cleric.
Oh, I do. You're right.
Let's
Thank
see,
you
your
for
armor
remembering that.
does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh, for your fire, your dragon armor. So you get
Okay.
it ordered.
So you saved also, so you get a quarter from the fire. So the fire part is 16, so 4 points to Jack, 8 points to... No, none to Winry because she has evasion, so she's
Evasion.
totally
Right.
fine. And then
Always
16 fire to Myetharia and Bryn. The radiant part of it is 15,
Oh,
and so it is...
31 altogether.
Yeah, so 15, 31 total for Myetharia, Bryn. Jack, you got 4 and then 7, so 11 total for you. And Winry, 0 because evasion is one of the best things in the game. But that is the turn of the Inquisitor,
All right.
and the first turn of your fly. Winry, it is you up next.
I'm going to start flying in.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to use, not counting. I think I can, get,
The 60, first of all, is here. Can you see that?
yep. I can use Step of the Wind to use a key point, to use Dash as a bonus action. So I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So the first 60 goes, and then in the middle of your next 60 feet, I'd like for you to make a...
This is so stressful.
It is also a dexterity saving throw, though. Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
28.
Okay. You know that a kind of purpley pink aura splashed out around you, but you're able to quickly dodge out of the way of it as you tricked some sort of glyph or a wording that was here in the entryway on your way through.
In the entryway of the cave.
Those don't reset necessarily unless there's more. So
Right.
nice.
Looking inside the cave, what you see is a wall of fire that spans about 40 feet ahead of you. A full wall that spans wall to wall, ceiling to floor. Just a wall of flames in front of you. That's really all that you can see at this point. It also slopes down, I guess I should say. It slopes down and it's kind of icy on this pathway downwards.
Can I use my action to send a message to Jack? Triggered a glyph at the entrance of the cave.
Come on, 6 seconds.
Gone now. Wall of fire in here?
Okay, done. Anything
Where
else
are
in
you?
your turn?
Because I see your token is just a few feet away from us. Are you
Yeah,
in the
she
cave?
is here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't do myself.
She's right at the entrance to this cave looking in. Maybe 10 feet in at most.
And where's the
And
fire?
I'm surrounded
in
by
regards
guys.
to her, here?
He said 40 feet in front of her.
40
About,
feet.
yeah, here, Winry. I don't really want to drag you to the other thing. So I'm going to flip back and forth. It is, almost exactly 40 feet ahead of you.
Did I move as much as I could?
No, you still have 30 feet more feet of movement, actually, with your dash.
Can I get close to the fire?
You can get real close to fire if you want to, but you can't quite make it into it because you just used your action to do other stuff.
Can I use feline agility to get closer? No,
I don't think so, because you need to run for that, I feel
You
like.
did your bonus action for your Step of the Wind.
I'm going to make the call that you can't feline agility a fly spell. No. That you
But I can't walk.
Well, you'd have to land at that point, and you've already used your movement speed and everything to fly.
You could
Okay.
spin your tail real fast and make it a propeller.
Tails.
I'm just a little
tails.
scared.
Do you want to move those 30 feet forward or not? You'd be just out of the range of the wall hurting you, but that's as close to the wall as you can get without getting hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to drag you forward on this other map. I could bring you over there, but I feel like you're going to want to be able to see what's going on elsewhere until
that's okay.
everybody else is here. I can actually split you guys up for which map you're on, humorously, but we won't yet. Okay. Jack, you heard Winry's message. It's your turn.
120 feet.
Okay. As you get close, make a dexterity saving throw.
Didn't stop.
Oh boy.
All right, here, I won't move at all, and I'll roll first.
Okay.
Oh, first bad roll of the night. 7.
Okay. As you get close to it, right towards the entrance, you get bathed in this purple-pink light. You are lit up with fairy fire.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm good with it. I'm going to get right next to Winry.
At least not damage. Yet.
Not yet.
It equates to.
I'll land
If
next
you
to him.
use
and be
your
like,
dodge action,
No, I had to use everything to get here.
Yep. Technically, you still have a bonus if you have anything that you wanted to do with a bonus action.
Nah.
Just throwing it out
How,
there. Myetharia. You are still
120
here. Okay, good.
feet. And yeah, just turn off my camera for while we're on this map.
For bandwidth saving, understood.
Yeah, that. Oh gosh, throwing a fit whenever I'm on it. 120 feet. I'm gonna guess that puts me right next to the others.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
And bonus action. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted at all. Let me see.
I don't know what's happening over
10.
there, but okay.
Sounds bad.
Myetharia also lit up with fairy fire. You do still make it whatever distance next to everybody else next to this wall of flames, though.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna light my swords up.
Okay, perfect.
And that's my.
On their turns, they will begin to work their way towards the front of this cave, but they're still going to be shooting the main guys, at least, the archers, so to speak. Can't get a good shot into the cave just yet, and so they will be shooting at the people who are still flying towards it. For the most part, this is Rev. So we're going to have the front two here shoot against Rev, at least. These are with disadvantage still, because you did take the dodge action. And you are not lit up with fairy fire, so that's another 1, of course. Disadvantage fun. 20 with the next one.
Hits.
Deals 9 points of piercing damage. Third from him, that's a miss, a 13. Next person, that is a 20 to hit.
Hits.
12 points of piercing with that one. Second shot there, 18 to hit.
Hits.
7 points of piercing. And last shot, 20 to hit.
Hits.
13 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
3 of 6 bolts or arrows hit this time. As the disadvantage not enough to save you as much. The other 2 will take the longer shots and try to pluck Bryn from the sky instead. So Bryn, shots towards you, disadvantage also. The first one's a 16, that's a miss.
You're really having to arc those.
These have longbows
Yeah,
have
they're
like
fine.
320 foot range.
I'm just saying.
19 to hit, Bryn.
yeah.
19 does hit. Okay. 13 points of piercing. In case you're wondering, this is why you didn't cast the fly on yourselves. They thought it would be safer if you took any arrow fire to not have the chance of dropping your concentrations. 14 is a miss for the last one of that guy. Second guy, that's a miss. 18, Bryn.
Yep, that's my DC.
Okay. 9 points of piercing. And the last one, 17's a miss then. I hit 19, 18, and 17, so I knew exactly which ones would hit in the end. But that is the archer fire as you guys are making your way towards it. Rev and then Bryn, it is you guys' turn next.
Okay. So I'm going to use my dash action or dash bonus action to slip into the cave.
Okay, so let's start with your move action first, right?
Move here. And then
Okay, so at that point, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dex saving throw, right?
Yes, dexterity.
25.
Very nice. You are able to
Nice.
avoid getting lit up with fairy fire.
I'm gonna get in as far as I can and hold an action. Actually, could you possibly describe the top of the entrance of the cave? How much snow there is, if it looks precarious at all. Give me an idea of what that looks like up there.
Yes. Give me just a second to look at both of them. So the top of the cave itself It is. So there's some amount of stalactites. That's not quite right. Icicles dripping from the front of the cave. It's mostly snow cover. So there is not a ton of beyond that. It's a cave entrance, I guess is the best way I can describe it. It is not like special in massive way.
All right, well then I'll tell you what I'm going to hold an action to do. I have a Thunderstone. I wish I had maybe something with a little bit more girth damage to it, but I want to use the Thunderstone to dislodge a bunch of snow as soon as Bryn gets in there to cover our tracks.
Very
snow and ice to close out the entrance. One thing I will note for you, just so you know, there is not another way out that you can see at this point in time. There's just a wall of fire before you.
I think at this point we're in it to win it. We're going through that wall of fire. That's what I'm doing anyway.
Okay, so you hold the action to throw a Thunderstone at the entrance.
And it's just a Thunderstone. It's like, I've been reading about it. It's not that powerful, so I mean, I'll leave it up to you to judge what happens, but like I said, it's just a Thunderstone.
I will tell you in a moment what happens.
Okay. When Bryn dashes through there, that's what we're doing.
Well, Bryn, it's your turn.
So I fly over to the mammoth. No, I'm just kidding.
The animal handling the mammoth.
Oh my gosh, yes, please. Now I want to do that.
Flying Mammoth Brigade. Assuming you're following in, makes the dexterity saving throw.
I have fairy fire.
Yep, you are also lit up. So 3 of 5, most of the non-dexterity users all lit up.
And Myetharia.
And sorry.
Yep.
Okay, and then I am going to... This might take a second for it to load for you, Myetharia. Fair warning.
Oh no.
Oh, the turn order counter.
At least
I'll have to bring it over.
At least smaller than the other map.
Refresh.
So I need to add you guys back to the turn order here, and then... Ooh, I didn't name these guys. Hold up. Sorry, I did not link these ones to your profiles. Hold on. That's why it didn't work for you guys.
Yeah, it just looks black to me.
Yep. Sorry.
Make.
Oh.
Hold on. Jack. Winry. Normally I copy and paste these from the first map so that I don't have to reset who that represents. I just did Rayland on accident as I was typing there.
I haven't done that in a while.
That's not my name.
Bryn. All right. Does that work better at all for you? Nope, sure doesn't. Now it does. Hold on. I know it's a big map. I know it is.
The cave is big too?
There. Now you should have vision.
It's like 20 degrees outside here, and I just went outside and I'm like, ooh, it's so warm out.
I know, right?
Oh.
Our house got to temperature for the first time all week.
So this is basically what you can see. You can kind of see the red there in front of you. There's a wall of fire right there. It is kind of sloping downwards is the best way that I can phrase it. And that's what you see. Bryn, is there anything else that you want to do before Rev's action?
Oh, you know what? Maybe. What did I get? I will cast a shield of faith on Jack.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
What does that do?
+2 to your AC.
Okay. Thank you.
Rev, go ahead and make a just a general dexterity. Well, yeah, general dexterity check as you try to throw this. Okay.
Do I have something called reliable talent that works on dexterity checks?
That's for
Or is
skills.
that only for a sleight of hand?
I'd allow it. I'd allow that.
Okay.
In this
so-
case, just because it's more of a skill check than it is a attack here. So yeah, I'm totally good with that.
Okay, so 15.
Okay. So with the 15, you throw this stone upwards, and it reverberates loud for everybody. It's a bang. Humorously, I think, if I remember right with Thunderstones, everyone that can hear it within a certain range. What's the range on it? Do you know?
It's not very far. Oh shoot, I just got rid of it. I've been holding onto this thing for pretty much this whole campaign.
Yeah, we've had those for a long time.
Any creatures within a 10-foot radius.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to affect Bryn with her cast. Was really the only thing that I was trying to do. I forgot to type in your numbers. I'm sorry, everyone. I re-added you to the lists and then didn't add the numbers to them. Apologies. I re-added most of you to the list. We got Winry and Rev. I need to add Myetharia, Jack, and Bryn. I got interrupted by needing to do vision there for a second, so I lost what I was doing.
No worries.
I had a 27 actually.
Lies. I still have the old one next to it because I couldn't get rid of it. And I don't know which is which now.
I'm not on the list
You're
yet.
sure not in there.
By the way, this
There
is...
you are.
Alright, never mind.
I don't know which Myetharia on this list is the right one anymore, too, so I can't delete one of them.
There's two?
There's for me, because I can see the turn orders from all the pages. You guys only see it from the active ones. So yeah, I don't actually know which one is which right now. But Winry, nope, it's going to be the enemies on the outside next, actually. But this thunderstorm stone goes up, it cracks on the ceiling. There is a storm of snow and ice that falls downwards still. It does kind of create some debris behind you. It is not completely blocking this entrance, but it does create a couple of foot level of snow that they're going to have to push their way through in order to get to. So it will slow them down, but it won't stop them, if that makes sense.
Very smart.
It's basically
Very smart.
or something.
It might buy you an extra turn of them needing to track you down, though.
Nice.
So on the outside, the guys that were getting their battle axes out, it'll be their turn first. They are going to come over here. There's now a snow pile here. And they're going to start trying to wade their way through the snow pile. I'm going to draw a nice little shape here for this too. So you can see this little area there is full of snow. So they're going to start working their way towards it and begin to wade their way into the snow. The next thing that happens, though, and I need to count how far away he is, but the flying mammoth begins to pursue you as well. The flying mammoth was 45 feet away from the entrance, and therefore he is going to be... What?
I'm dying to know, like, what the elephant's or the mammoth's face is like while it's flying around. Like, is it used to this? Is it like, what the hell is happening to me right now? Like, I'm so curious.
That's fair. It's having a great time.
Is he trying
He's
to, like,
swimming.
walk?
Yeah, he's like swimming through the air like a dog in the water,
Having a great time.
just having a ball.
I think there was a
Hilarious.
flying elephant in Adventure Time, too. So I'll have to track that thing down.
Perfect. But it can make it basically to the entrance here. That's as far as it makes it. And then the Inquisitor on top goes next. And on his turn,
Oh, we're all squished together. Oh no.
you are very squished together.
Oh.
he's going to. He'll save that. That seems more fun later. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna just cast a second flame strike at you guys.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna counterspell it.
He is going to reactive rebuke your counterspell and disable the counterspell. You do spend your spell slot. This is without a roll. He can automatically counter a spell as a reaction.
Wow.
Yeah, that's enough of a sort of thing if I remember.
I just feel bad.
It sure does. Real shot to the nuts right there. Damn. I think you're cheating. Are you cheating?
Reactive rebuke uses his rebuke magic to instead cast counterspell without using a spell slot. This cannot be countered by cancel or another counterspell.
Listen, just because you can read words really quickly doesn't mean you're not cheating.
Yep, I am cheating.
It would have been fun if one of us played Inquisitor, because that was a playable character, right? Like you could play
it was,
We could have worked it through, yeah.
Isling? Yeah.
That would have been fun.
Regardless, I need all 5 of you guys to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Instead, I'm down a 3rd level spell slot and we're still getting nuked.
Oh, that hurts even more, honey. Shot to the nuts.
18?
16?
You know what it
It's a
is?
save.
You know what it is? Is I'm like super
16?
confident and I'm like ready for it. I'm like counter, and he just dispels it. And I'm like, what? Boom! Natural one.
16 is a save, actually. That is the DC.
Oh,
You mean
good.
I missed it by 1 last time, Justin? My team
Yeah.
was dexed and you didn't give it to me?
I don't just give away free stuff.
Yeah, I got a 15 last time too.
Just give away free anti-counter spells. Cheater.
Only to the enemies.
Can you go get the dog? Because he doesn't listen to me.
So Jack definitely gets hit. Rev looks like you get hit, but you take half damage for evasion.
13 half damage for evasion.
Winry, you take nothing. Bryn gets hit, and Myetharia. 16 was a save. You take half damage also. That's right. Okay.
Watch your damage, sorry.
That's a great idea, Becca.
So the half damage for Myetharia and for Rev is 12, 18, 9 plus 10, 19 points of damage for you two.
Oh boy.
The full damage for Bryn is 39 points of damage.
Oh.
This is
None
not
for
going well.
Winry. And then Jack, for you take 21 points of Radiant, and then 9 points, so 30 points of damage for you.
Okay. Big owie.
He said, "You're only running to your own deaths, you fools!" And then it is your turn. Winry, it'll be you up next. Can you change the number on the one that you see to 24 for me so I can get rid of the other one? And then I'll change it back.
So while she's doing
Perfect.
that, per our previous conversation, the dog is sitting as far out as he can in the snow, barking into the air. Like
Oh, you want
Sounds
Mad
right.
at the cold, probably.
Finn just got up when you started talking about that.
oh, I want to do that.
Right?
Let me
That sounds
out.
awesome.
So Misty Step is you have to see.
You have to be able to see where you're going.
Right. So I can't just go through the fire.
Steph,
Can I?
could you change the initiative on the ones that you can see for Jack and Bryn?
Can I see anything over here causing the fire?
Make a perception check for me.
$19.
Okay. You don't see anything that's causing the fire over there. What you do see over there is that there are some walking paths on the outside, just barely. They're kind of hidden a little bit, but they do have little steps and handholds cut into the wall if you wanted to use them. They would be slow to make your way down, but you can see them so that you can avoid the ice that is going down through the middle of this area. You can just start to see like the top of ice here as though it's almost like a slide that goes down this middle section.
Hey, you come here and do this.
But there's nothing that you can see that's creating like an item or something like this that's making this wall of flames on the side. Becca, can you adjust the initiative on the one that you can see?
Can I?
I hope.
Confused.
I want
Yeah,
to
I
know
can.
which of the two that I can see
I-
is right, so I'll change it back to 19 after you
It's-
change the one.
I don't see a second one.
I do. That's the problem.
I think.
You change the one that you can see to whatever you want.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna try to jump through the wall of fire.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
So bouncy. Oh, goodness. 13.
Okay. That is a failure. So you take half damage from this, right? Still with evasion?
Yep.
Because evasion is the best skill in the game. So you take 12 points of fire damage as you fly your way through it. As you do so, you land on the other side. Everybody else no longer sees you because you went through an opaque wall of flames. Oh, thank you, Myetharia. I see it. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
You land on the other side, and then
So big.
I need for you to make another dexterity saving throw, actually.
22.
Okay. You land on the ice. Oh, you didn't need to. You have ice boots.
Yep.
You land on the ice, and you know that other people probably would slide if they landed here, but you don't. Because, thankfully, you have boots that allow you to not slip on the ice.
Okay.
And you see before you a large area.
It was so big.
She said,
Effectively, what you see on the other side here is a huge cavern that continues downwards and ends all the way at the back with what appears to be a large sheet of ice.
But I don't see
All the
anything except ice.
What's your vision?
yikes.
I mean, I feel like I see the entire cavern.
Yeah, probably do. This is basically like you can look over my shoulder. You basically see this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all the way at
Yep.
the end here is a little, like, well, little in respect to the cavern, but it's like 80 feet across sheet of ice.
I mean, I could just go all the way. I don't even think I can make it, but I could just go to the end of it.
You do what you want.
I'm gonna message Jack and say the fire hurt a little. Slippery over here. Huge cavern. And I'll move a little bit forward.
Okay. As you take a step forward.
Oh, no. Why?
Oh, that wasn't to me.
Oh, no, it's invisible.
As you take a step forward,
You can see.
I need you to make a. What's the saving throw for this one?
Ooh.
There's too many things. Wisdom saving throw, please. There we go. I found it.
Which I have advantage on.
You do, because of Hero's Feast.
Nice.
$19.
Perfect. This symbol on the floor flares to life as you walk across it down this icy ramp, basically. Fortunately, no effect on you. What you can tell just looking down and kind of walking down it is someone purposefully made this slope ice and slippery and difficult terrain to walk on. You don't have to worry about that because of your boots. You can walk down this slope without any problem at all.
And the glyph doesn't look like it's disabled, like the one outside.
It flared up for a second and then it dissipated once more. You can kind of see where it was, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of in this general vicinity when it popped up around you. But how far you want to go?
We'll keep going. Do I see any other symbols on the ground?
You can make an investigation check as you go.
$10.
Not that you can see. What you can see from here, just passing one of these big icicle or ice columns, basically, in the distance, you can just make out what appears to be a man in the very far distance standing in front of this ice sheet.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. Jack, it will be your turn next. If you could, please alter the initiative on you and Bryn's so that I can tell which is the real one.
Oh, alter. You don't want to change the number?
Yeah, change the number.
I misunderstood.
Perfect. So I can get rid of the one on my side that is not that and slim my initiative bar a little bit.
I just re-put in the same number. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're fine. I should have done this before I resorted it. And I did not do it before I resorted it. So Jack, it's you next.
I'm kind of like, so my last turn, I try to counterspell, it goes away. I get blasted with fire and radiance. So I kind of shake it off. I'm going to open up my jacket, reach in to the bag of holding and pull out a scroll, and I'm going to say, sorry, this is not a mammoth accessible entrance. And I'm going to read the scroll of Wall of Force. I'm going to put an entire wall of force in between us and them so that there's no way for them to get in.
How tall is this wall of force?
Oh, man, you're going to make me look it up?
You have it.
It's a bunch, man.
It's a lot.
20, I think. Is that right?
Well, it's made up of 10 foot by 10 foot panels. I wasn't gonna really
square feet.
I wasn't really gonna do the math. I was just gonna
you could do
like
3 on top of each other, so it'd be 30 feet high, it looks like. No, that's not right. 10 foot. Yeah. So it'd be like 30 feet tall. Perfect. So you can seal that entrance if you'd like to.
Yep, that's what I want to do.
So all of a sudden, I'm going to put it slightly next to the snow.
That's fine.
Actually, I want to make this opaque so I remember that it is solid. Just bang. That's on the GM layer.
Try it again. Try the bang again.
Yep. We're going to try it once more. Hold on. Bang. There it is.
There it is.
This wall appears between you and all of the enemies behind you, sealing the cavern in behind you. You're left with the warm crackle of the flames of the wall of fire before you now.
As the scroll, I read it, I imagine it kind of like turns to like embers and ash and kind of floats away after it's been used. I'm going to look at the Inquisitor, I'm going to give him a thumbs down, and I'm going to say to everybody, it's invisible.
Oh, you're right, it is. I forgot. I thought it was wall of stone.
He can see me. So I give him a thumbs down, let him know he sucks, and then I'll say to everybody else, all right, I guess I should take care of this wall now. But that's the end of my turn.
I'm gonna make it a slightly different color so I remember it's a wall of force. Okay.
The wall of fire. Is there any way for me to discern what is causing this wall with the rest of my turn, or no, because I don't have an action?
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
Terrible roll, but I get really good Arcana, so not that good. 14.
As far as you can tell, there's no item or anything that is producing it. It is either someone has cast it or it is like a permanent cast. You're not sure which.
Okay. But also to be clear, when Winry came in, it sprang up, right? Like it wasn't just here. Oh, it was just
as
there.
soon as she came around the corner, basically, it was there. As far as she's aware, there just is a wall of fire here.
Okay. Well, I'll figure it out on my next turn, hopefully.
Okay.
That's it.
Myetharia. It's you next.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm just gonna walk through it. Do we know that... Did Winry tell all of us that floor is slippery, or does only Jack know?
Only Jack knows technically.
But we still have fly. Like, there's...
We still have fly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna fly through the... If I can sense that the floor is slippery at all, I'm just gonna be flying.
Yep.
And I'll just go through the wall of flame.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okey-dokey. 17.
You take 18 points of fire damage.
Okie dokie.
And you come through on the other side, and you can see this gigantic...
I'm gonna dash.
Well, so far I've moved you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. Once it catches up, because I can see your camera lagging because your computer is trying to download the changes in the map.
Yep. Just gotta turn off the camera so you can't see the lag. That maybe helps. Yeah, you, do I need to roll a wisdom save or anything?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Just gonna take the dash as my action. Just get as far as I can.
Okay.
So you're flying, right?
So I think that'd be 120 if we're still going by the same distance.
Well, you can see where Winry is ahead of you. And so it's like the rest of your 60
Right.
feet of movement would get next to her, and then it's your choice if you want to keep going past her or not.
I'll go like a little bit past her, but not too much. Maybe like, I don't know, how far can I go past her?
That's 25
Go
feet.
more than 10 feet.
How's that? Did she fully... Oh, there you are.
See. This could be... No, I'm here. It's just very slow. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You can also, from this perspective, pick out the old man who's kind of standing on the the ice in the background as well.
Okay.
Rev, it will be you next. Unless you have something else that you want to do, Myetharia, I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Rev,
All right, I'm
you're
blasting.
muted, by the way.
Oh, I am? Oh, I'm blasting through this wall. Let's do it.
Okay. Dexterity save, please.
Oh, halfling. I rolled a 1. All right, 16.
So somehow, through your sheer incompetence of flying, luck.
Did I roll a 16 or roll a...
You rolled a 26.
Yeah,
16
26. Okay, yeah, I rolled a 16, 26.
Yep. So through accidental luck almost, like your inexperience with flying catches up with you for a moment, and flying towards this wall, and at the last second you like tumble through it awkwardly, and instead of catching on fire, somehow you dodge the wall entirely, just through some sheer ridiculous happenstance, and instead take no damage on your way through.
Awesome.
You also pop through to the other side and see before you this gigantic cavern heading downwards.
Okay, and I guess I am going to also... How far can I get with dash?
So Winry is 60 feet, and then if you wanted to dash beyond that, you can keep going. Myetharia went like another half move further ahead.
All right, so that's my dash, and then I'm going to use my action to dodge anything that might be coming my way.
Okay, perfect.
Also, well, I guess that's my actions. Could I, as a free action, take a look at whatever these pillars are? What are these pillars here?
Those are ice. These are full pillars of ice from floor to ceiling.
Okay, so they're not turrets of any kind.
No, they are not like, not like pillboxes.
Yeah, I was wondering if someone's going to pop out of one of them and start shooting at me. All right,
It's a
good,
machine gun pose.
It's a nest, a nest. All right, thank you. That's my turn.
Yep. Bryn, it's you next.
I'm gonna look towards Jack and then point to the wall and say, "You gonna take care of that?" And then I'm gonna
Rev made it through okay.
seeing how hurt he is like I am, I'm going to use my action to do the restorative ointment and my bonus action to take a potion of greater healing.
Jeez.
So
Correct.
that's
Yeah, good idea.
move.
I can see how low you are.
I can move as close to the wall like without taking damage, wherever
Yeah,
that
it's
puts me.
just 5 feet further. Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Winry.
I'll keep moving forward. These squares are so big.
Yeah, they're double-sized squares. Yep. Otherwise, this map would be even bigger, so to speak. Like,
Just makes it hard to move. Oh, am I hitting any glyphs?
at this point, no. There's not any other glyphs that you run into on your way down this, at least so far.
Maybe I should.
That is
Was
your prerogative.
Rev flying?
Yes.
I'll fly, I suppose.
Okay. Take up off the ground as you fly up next to Rev.
So far. We'll go over here.
Okay.
I really want to see this other map because I'm like, all I hear
Just
is
see
big
this-
room.
Yeah, this
Why don't
tiny
you just
little
walk
section
then?
of it.
What are you doing?
Does this person on the other side have a face?
Wait, what?
Does the
How about feet?
guy have a face?
He has a face, yeah.
Okay.
He looks like a kind of frail-looking older man in a black, like, coat with golden decorative embossing on it. I don't think embossing is the right word, but it's good enough.
I will stop here and then I will use my action to dodge.
Jack, it's you.
Oh, it is it?
It is.
So, I'm gonna get out my wand of dispel magic. But is there any? Can I do one more without foregoing my action because I need that to cast dispel magic? Can I take another crack at trying to figure out like what's going on with this wall so I can have a better idea of what to cast this at? Like, you know
Sure.
what I mean?
That's fine. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'm using a different dice. Even with the green one.
It's a little better.
17.
As far as you can tell, it is a standard wall of fire casting.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna cast dispel magic. I'm gonna use. Sorry, I should have had this pulled up. I definitely have all those charges back.
Been like 10 days since you've
Yeah.
done anything, so
What I did before we started, I hit reset on everything. Just long rest a whole bunch of times.
I put customizations in here so that it would tell me exactly what charge means what, and it just disappeared. I have no idea where it is. So base is one charge is 3rd level,
Yep.
and I think it goes up by one charge goes up
Per
by
level.
one level, right?
yes, I believe so.
For each 2 charges,
Oh,
spell
that's
slot higher. Ugh, balls.
I will say
Using
this:
so many resources already.
you've dispelled
bad.
walls of fire before, so
Yeah.
it is not a surprise to you, and you can learn this spell to know that it is a 4th level spell.
That's almost half the charges of my wand already, though. Whatever, I gotta do it. I'll cast it at 4th level to dispel the wall.
The wall vanishes, and before you, you now see what everyone else has been seeing this whole time: a gigantic cavern. Hopefully, once it loads the new vision. I might have to
Whoa, this is huge!
flick you guys back and forth.
I'll look to Bryn and say, well, I think that did it.
Thank you, sir.
And I will use my movement to fly in 60 feet.
Be a little bit before Myetharia, as Winry went skirting past everybody last turn.
And as I fly away, I'm going to give another thumbs down to the Inquisitor.
You could see him on the far side, and on his turn, he'd actually tried to cast a spell towards the wall, and nothing happened. And so
love
he
it.
is on the other side, frustrated looking, unhappy.
Yes! Wonderful.
Myetharia, it'll be you next.
All right. I think I'm just gonna move another 120 feet. Let me see how close I'm getting. I can zoom out a little bit. Still gonna take like another action. It's still gonna take another turn to get there, right? From what I'm seeing.
I mean, it's a ways away. I don't know for sure how far you can move. Right off.
I'm just trying to see. Okay, I see where we are. Yeah, I'll just take 120 feet for my turn, and that'll be all. Just getting as
Playing
far as I can.
leapfrog with Winry as you come flying closer.
Yeah.
You can see that this ice sheet in the back with the old man kind of standing on it, looking downwards. The ice sheet itself seems to be glowing in the distance a little bit, as though there's something projected on it.
Okay. Right. That's all I can do for right now.
Rev.
Okay. So I'm gonna move.
Talk into your mic, please.
Sorry. I'm gonna move.
I pushed my headphone in thinking I couldn't hear him.
next to Winry.
Okay.
Oh, now I can finally see this guy here. Let's take a look at him.
I can hear. I'll push it out to everybody.
Oh, he does have a face.
Oh, he looks chill. He looks actually pretty chill. I'm sure he's gonna be pretty chill. He's gonna be like really nice to us. He's got a friendly face.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Totally.
And I'm gonna skirt the edge of. I'm gonna use dash action, skirt the edge, and then use my dodge again. Dodge
Okay.
action.
Bryn, sounds like it's you.
I got some catching up to
Sorry.
do, it looks like. So let's see. Oh, hold on, let me see. Come here, measuring. So he's at 60, so I'll move that. Good thing he's not here watching me move this, because
That's like 120 right there if you wanted.
here. Yeah. I'll do that. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to move. He's filling up for the coffee, so. Doot, doot. Doot! Okay. Done. I'm flying. I'm
Yep.
done.
You can probably see the guy at the end now also.
Do I recognize him?
You do not recognize him, no. None of you recognize him. But before Winry, it is your turn here. This frail old man who kind of is showing up in this glow of this ice sheet at the far end of this cave. You, just for a brief moment, all of you, can hear what sounds like the echoes once more of a Fae song fill your ears. Just for a brief moment.
Rob's jaw.
Oh my
dropped.
gosh.
A rich winter coat draped across this man's shoulders, but beneath it, his body looks so withered that the bare skull that he has in his hand and that puts across his face as a mask could almost be like his true face. He holds up one hand to forestall any attack at first, but it seems very clear that he knows that you're there. His voice, refined yet dismissive, says, "You've done very well. But your resistance is foolish if it believes it can triumph over the might of the Regessian Empire. I could easily collapse this cavern upon you, yet I would not rather destroy such a valuable scrying eye. I shall not offer you an alliance nor attempt to turn you to our side. I simply ask that you abandon your hope that you might succeed. This world is a vast place. Go where you wish. And when Empress Leska has crushed those who've stood against her, I will tell her of your wisdom. She respects the intelligent, those who do not let emotions sway their decisions. So if you flee now, she will know you're no threat, and you may keep your lives. Stay, and I'll have no choice but to ensure your perpetual agony."
Oh, can it be my turn?
You can all respond if you'd like to.
But I want to respond with action.
Oh, well, that you'll have to wait for.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. No. No.
I'll yell back to him. You're cut off from your allies. You're all alone. We may not be the legends that many people make us out to be, but 5-on-1 is pretty good odds for us.
Oh, in the back.
Oh,
He's
excellent.
coming for me anyway.
I much prefer to torment you anyway. Alright, Velkis, destroy them.
Ooh.
Yeah, we are still in initiative at this point, and Winry,
Do you
it
need to
is
add
your
him to
turn.
initiative.
I can.
But Velkis doesn't appear.
Nothing happens just yet.
Why is this so hard? We're gonna lose.
30.
As you pass Rev here, your fly spell dissipates, and you immediately fall to the ground.
Feather fall.
No, you're fine. You don't take damage from this.
You're a monk.
But you do fall to the ground, and you know that your fly spell is gone.
Okay. How does that work for movement? It just takes 30
Half
out of
your
my.
movement so far is gone,
Okay.
yeah.
$40. D. D. I will use my bonus action to double my speed to dash.
Okay.
Hang on. 25. Yeah, I can get to him.
I'm totally not doing a whole bunch of things
What you doing?
on my own over here. Don't worry.
Oh my.
I know that.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Winry is going.
Oh, that was for her. Okay. I thought that was
I
for
mean, I
me
can make
for
it
a
to him
second.
before he
Gosh, it's so big.
someone's
That's what she said.
something.
The-
Justin.
Sorry.
Is the
Sorry, not sorry.
is the
Right.
ground covered in snow in here?
It is icy in here. The entire cavern is icy.
Okay, so it's not.
Maybe
There's
on
no like Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Not snow drifts, if that's what you're asking. It is
So
like a
once. Sorry.
no. It's like icy, frozen ground. Not reflective like the set at the back is, though. That's much different back there.
Once our fly drops, we will have difficult terrain. Winry just doesn't because of her boots, or is it not that icy?
Correct.
Oi.
Mhm.
Yikes. Yikes.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay, so you make it all the way there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna work? Well, I rolled 2. That's a
That's why it's
14
not
to
gonna work.
hit.
That is why it's not going to work.
That's why.
Your attack goes swishing through the air nearby. He barely has to move.
But he does move.
You're winded.
Seems like he leans slightly to the side as you come towards him.
Oh my gosh. Roll a 3. 15.
And leaning to the other side, the swipe goes streaking through the air as well. $26. The strike seems like it would have struck him, and in fact, you almost swear that your hand passes through him, as though he's dodging still nonetheless, but like he's acting like he's moving to the side, but you'd swear you hit him.
He's not there.
He's not there.
No contact is made.
Fuck. Is
You can see him smile a little bit as you kind of pull back.
Misty Step as a bonus action. Use a bonus action to double. Okay.
Nothing else for you?
No.
Okay. The next thing that then happens,
I want to throw up.
Stephanie throws up.
Stephanie throws up. Okay, good. Is Rev, I would like for you to make. Is that what I want? Hold on. That's not the right spell name. That's why it didn't come up. I'll make sure of what spell it is. What save it is. Wisdom saving throw, please, Rev.
Which I have advantage on, right?
You do have advantage on this. That is correct.
11.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to it on your turn. You seem to have you failed this saving throw. I'll say that much, and we will get to what that means on your turn.
Oh no.
The next thing that happens then is a creature comes through, almost seeming to phase through the wall itself as it steps out, and a demonic looking ice demon, almost looking bug-ish creature, devil I guess I should say, comes stepping out almost through the wall, it seemed like, behind you, Winry. And as it steps out, you hear a voice kind of making noise behind you. In your mind, Winry, you hear its words. And it says, well, this is, I can't say unexpected, but at least it'll be fun.
Is this the Thrycreen?
It is not a Thrycreen. We're not playing Dark Sun. But it does kind of look
I
similar.
know,
in a
but
way.
like, and they
Nerds.
communicate with telepathy. So I was just like, this doesn't seem right, but there's a chance.
Says, well, you heard him. I guess I have to destroy you now. And he seems to ready himself with his
Damn it, now I
claws,
like this guy.
tail, and bite, ready to do some work if need be. But Jack, it is your turn next, and you are at a massive distance from everybody else.
Yep. So
We need spell sniper. We got a spell sniper scroll that we bought. They have those, right?
Yeah, right.
what are these pillars doing? Are they holding
They're
up
ice.
the ceiling? Is that the idea?
Maybe. They are pillars of ice. Go from floor to ceiling.
There's not a whole lot I can do. I'm just gonna go do my full 120 fly speed.
And track.
What's going on?
I think Discord crashed.
Yeah, Discord crashed.
Oh, it went down for everybody?
yeah,
I
that
think Discord entirely crashed there.
was
I full
wild.
on just closed Roll20 just in case it was just me. 'Cause I'm like, I'm done. Forget this.
Craig didn't come back, it looks like.
No. Yeah, I don't see him.
Oh, does that mean we lose it all?
That was really
No,
that,
it does not make me lose at all. That was very strange.
Yeah, let's restart.
That was a really
For
strange
everybody.
feeling.
The very beginning.
Because it was like all of a sudden like
Now recording.
That's how it feels every time for me. Like, oh, here it goes again.
Well, phase 2 for the last few minutes here for the recording. For everybody else at home listening, Discord entirely just crashed for everybody, and so we're back.
Never seen it do that before. Okay.
Jack,
So-
is that 120 feet that you just moved? That's what I was trying to say.
Yep, it sure is. And then
Craig can leave again. We might not have Craig for these last minutes because Discord's freaking out so hard. It might be dropping pots.
Oh my. Oh no.
all I asked was, can I see the guy at the far end if he has wings?
The devilish guy?
No.
The mantis dude or the actual
is going
human?
fisticuffs with that
Okay.
guy.
He does not have wings, no.
Interesting. Okay, that's my turn.
I think
I'm so-
we'll go through these next 3 people. We'll kind of
Yeah.
summarize them at the start of the next turn and then, or the next episode,
Session.
what happened, and then we'll just pick up from there afterwards. So, Myetharia?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go my full distance as far as I can until I can't fly anymore. How close can I get to the bug creature? The demon?
120 feet
Yeah, as long
You
as my
can
fly
get-
doesn't drop.
to there. Oh, right. Your fly is going to drop. Oops.
I can't see. I closed roll 20. I'm
Yeah,
set up.
your fly is going to
Right.
drop after about 45 feet. So you'll still have a few, like 5 more feet after that of your normal move, and then you're on the floor after that point, and you're still a ways away.
Okay.
70 feet from being in position to strike him.
Yeesh. Yeah, I'll just go my full movement dash, and that's. I am seriously considering putting the swords away and taking out my bow, but yeah, I'll do that. I'm just pissed that every time I do this every time. I get my swords lit and ready, and then I'm like, okay, I'm putting these away now.
You're going to put him away to draw the bow again?
Yeah, I'll put them away, draw the bow.
Okay.
Wait, how far, if I don't dash, how far am I away from the creature?
You're 70 feet away without dashing. If you do start dashing, then you'll start closing it, but it is difficult terrain, so it's going to be slow.
Oh.
Unless you have a way to
Forgot
avoid
about that.
difficult terrain due to iciness.
No,
What's
I
the
don't.
light in this cavern?
Light.
Okay.
Full light. Like, bright light.
Alright.
Like, it's
all
the
right,
technical
yeah,
term.
I guess I'll shoot at the bug then, because I'm obviously not gonna get anywhere fast.
Okay,
Even if I dash, it's just gonna be half movement. So
sure. Go ahead and make the attack.
okay, first one. Ah, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Very nice.
Definitely
Right,
hits.
D8. Double that, so 2, 4, and then I have a +5, I think. Double check. Haven't used my bow in a bit. Actions. Yep, +5. So that's only 9 piercing to him.
Okay.
The
9
first hit.
points. So it sinks in the back with the arrow, and he's like, "Hey, what is this, Matt? What are you doing?"
This is amazing. Alright, second attack is 25 to hit.
That also hits.
Excellent. Another 2, so only 7 piercing this time. And third and final. Well, technically, no, not technically. Oh, well, that's my retribution. I just got a 1 on that, so that one won't hit. And would you say I used my bonus action to put away the
Yes.
swords?
Well, to
Okay.
draw the bow after putting away the
Yeah,
sword.
to draw
Yes.
the bow, yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
He kind of looks back towards you for just a brief second. It's like, "Wait, come on now. We can be civilized about this."
You want to kill us? Then I'm gonna kill you first.
I mean, it's only business.
Then don't be offended.
On your turn, you are currently dominated, and therefore I would like for you to go straight at Myetharia and attempt to feint against her and then attack. He has fly right up until he gets basically to her, though, and then the fly drops as soon as he gets to her.
I didn't really move much.
But does he have to make a dexterity saving throw?
For what?
For the slippery ground?
That was for the slope to begin with. You guys are on flat ground at this point. It's just difficult at this point in time.
He doesn't have sneak attack. It's fine. It's all good.
He didn't do anything without sneak attack.
He's useless without sneak attack.
I mean, it's a surprise. Because I wasn't expecting it, but...
Myetharia!
Dang it!
Did y'all hear that?
You said 27,
I heard
right?
Yeah, 27 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, no, that hits.
Do I roll damage?
What I'd actually like for you to do first, though, is to roll a stealth check with advantage, because Myetharia is not going to be looking for you actively.
He wants to get the sneak attack. Oh, man.
So 32 against Myetharia's
stealth.
passive perception is definitely a success. So this will be with sneak attack as he hides on his way towards you.
This could take me down.
On your blind side.
All your own rules. He's hiding in the open.
He's from the blind side.
Do you want me to flick?
looking
Do
at
you
him
want me
in
to
the
flick
sun.
on? Do you want me to flick on my sword while I'm at it?
No, you don't have an action to do that, but you do get to make full attack here with sneak attack on Myetharia from the blind side.
Let's see how much I
Alright.
have. Hang on.
It's
Alright.
39 damage.
Okay.
39 points of piercing damage.
Jeez.
She's looking rough.
Rogues, man.
You even rolled well.
You won't be able to hide.
hide.
You won't be able to hide in the open area anymore after this first one, because now everyone knows that something is up. The first one, though, I think no one is expecting, and all of a sudden you just get stabbed in the back.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yep.
I drift back. I drift back a little bit. Her focus is entirely on the enemy. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, if she wasn't in front of you, then I would have had her make a chance here. But because you're approaching her from behind, you're able to do so stealthily and then just stab her before she even knows that you're there. I think that the sneak attack here is viable.
It all makes
And
sense.
she's focusing on launching arrows downrange too. Like she's
full
Doesn't mean
focused
I gotta
going
like
forward.
it.
All of a sudden,
think
yeah,
it's
just
amazing.
stab right in the back. That is all of your actions, though, Rev.
How does Dominate Person works where essentially someone is controlling my actions, but my brain is still in there?
You get to watch, effectively.
Time out.
I'll yell out.
Do you have inspiration on your sheet? Because I'm totally okay with retconning all of this for him to
You're okay with it, are you?
to re-roll that wisdom.
I don't have
pass.
I don't have
39
inspiration. No
damage.
way. Sorry. Unless Justin wanted to give me inspiration for my my Thunderstone trick.
That was a cool one. I liked that. It slowed them down enough that the wall of force could get in place, which is very cool.
There was some nice synergy
Very
there,
helpful.
but it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is the game. This is how it goes. We're
I'll
gonna
yell out to
be
the
okay.
I'll yell out to the others in extreme pain. Rev just attacked me. Help!
I do feel bad that we're not
Battles.
recording this now.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, I was taking notes of what happened, and then
You
that
guys
happened.
want to know? You guys want to know something though? I am recording it.
Hey, that's right. Your video is recording it.
You can scrape the audio off of this and use it for the end.
You can put like a little disclaimer on the screen that says sorry about audio quality for the end here or something if it's worse.
Yeah, that sounds, because there's also the music's in there too, so it'll probably just mix it all down. It'll sound pretty bad.
Oh
but,
boy.
Oh well.
Well, we're going to end things here roughly with Bryn.
With Mama Bryn seeing that happen and just screams out no and gets as close as she can, which is there.
That's 120 feet
Level
forward.
120 feet forward.
That was so lackluster.
There's no. What else?
I scream out, no. Come on, give us a little piece.
No.
Give us something.
Like Luke from Star Wars.
All right. You like make your jaw go all weird
No,
too?
I don't. Here. I guess. No, I don't. No. That is my turn. That is what I planned. Because I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to waste extra resources. Done.
Fair.
Well, the last thing that we're gonna see before the end tonight is a handful of creatures begin to walk through what appears to be the sides of this cavern. And as they do so, the cavern's shape begins to change and morph around you, as instead of this long cavern into nothingness, the area opens up into a huge sheet of ice that you're all standing on in the middle of a wider cavern, and around you are creatures, enemies, just waiting in the wings behind what was previously these walls of fake illusion that now drop.
Yikes.
And we will pick up with this battle next time.
What that?
Oh,
My gosh.
Oh.